Hello, everybody. Welcome to Three Ropes, Four Corners podcast with Jimmy, Money, and Bryce. What's going on, man? I've been having a rough week this week. Couldn't fucking talk for about half the week. What's been going with you? Now you hear me yelling at my kids before we started the show.
Well, yeah, you were like, turn your TV down, and I'm sitting here like, I don't hear shit. But I just, like, it was out of nowhere. Your head turned to the side, like you were looking at something. And I'm like, maybe he's trying to, like, make sure he's got his drink or something. And then he gets squinty-eyed, like, turn the TV down. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I can hear the TV in the background. You say you can't hear it, so hopefully it's not picking it up.
Well, I was going to say, too, though, my grandma, in one of her houses, she had a ghost she claimed that was a ghost, whatever. And
it was her fault.
Some aunt. Yeah, but she would name it. She named it like Frank, so that way it wouldn't bother her like as bad. She's like, Frank, calm the fuck down in there. So like whenever she would just turn her head and say that shit. So like kind of like you just turned your head, turn the TV down. I'm like, is Frank over there?
Yeah, Frank's here.
Frank, what are you doing over there?
But yeah,
Grandma
dude,
died,
like,
shit.
well, we tried to record Thursday. We couldn't record because I was running late. Then I tried to record Friday, but we were having technical issues, and that's when my fucking throat and neck was starting to hurt. And Saturday, I couldn't fucking speak at all. And today I'm feeling better, but you had to work today on Mother's Day.
Yeah, what's crazy is my birthday was whatever day, May 11th. But
Yeah,
like
your birthday
the
was
year
this
I
week.
was born, I was born on Mother's Day, so I was a Mother's Day baby. And
Oh,
so,
you were a gift to your mother that she couldn't put back.
yeah, you know what's even better is like I gave her a gift that will always give. So I mean, I always get her a gift anyway. This year I got her like a 24 karat gold dip rose with the petals as my birthstone. And I want to get one for my son and my daughter given to her, and have like a bouquet. Get brother and sister eventually get in there.
You were telling me about that. Like,
Yeah,
dude, I went.
it's pretty nice.
Like Saturday, like I was feeling like shit. And
Yeah, you said your neck.
yeah, it
fucking
was
had
my
the
neck
stinger.
and my throat. Like I had this sharp pain every time I started talking, like in the back of my neck, or if I start kind of getting stressed out, like it started like hurting in my back of my neck. Right, so it hurt when I talked, and it hurt when I started getting stressed out. But when I talked, my throat or swallowed, dude, it was like a sharp pain, like something stabbing my damn neck. It fucking sucked, and like I still don't know what the hell happened today. My wife was telling me like, you probably slept on your neck wrong. When you sleep at night, you like sleep up on your head. I'm like, I do not.
Damn, what did that say about me? Because I texted you and I said, hey, man, did you go to the doctor? Are you feeling better? You're like, yeah. And I was like, did you check any symptoms? It might have been a muscle spasm, or it might have slept on it wrong.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
I
It
don't
was
wanna be
weird. Like
negative,
I
but-
couldn't fucking talk. Like every time I talked, it was hurting. Like
Yeah,
when we tried to record Friday, dude, you saw me like I was wincing every fucking time I was talking. It's
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Yeah. But let me ask you this, since you don't think it was you sleeping wrong. You ever slept with your neck one way and then woke up and every time you try to turn it, it hurts?
Not very often. It has happened before.
I hate that more than anything. That almost like a Charlie horse, and that fucking neck turn in the morning when it hurts. You sleep on it wrong, or sleep on the wrong, facing the wrong direction. So when you try to turn it the other way, it fucking hurts. Because I can't help but look in the other direction at some point, you know.
Yeah.
And you forget it hurts. It's just like instant, like you have to snap your own damn neck.
Like, man, Saturday, man, like, dude, I was all over the Dallas area trying to find a damn gift. Like, I went to a bookstore, and I was in a bookstore for like an hour and a half looking for books. And then I realized about an hour and a half in, like, I have no clue what books my wife likes. I know she likes to read, but I don't know what kind of fucking book to get her.
You never just looked at the books and been like, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll read that. Well, no, because you like
well,
audio,
the thing is,
right?
she reads on her like phone or whatever. So there's
Oh.
books she reads, but I don't
They're
know
not
what they
physical
are.
book. Yeah.
So me, since I'm a bad gift giver, I called her up like, honey, I'm at the bookstore. What kind of books you like? She's like, don't get me a book. I'll read it and I'll be done with it. I was like, what should I get you? She's like, if you're going to give me something to read, get me a Kindle. I was like, God damn it, I don't want to get electronics. So I left the bookstore and I was like, fuck. All right, I think I want to order it. Then I realized I don't know my Amazon Prime information because for Amazon Prime right now, I don't know if it's going on, but if you're listening to this, Mother's Day 2018, Amazon is doing Kindles for like $39 with Prime. So I was going to get it but she had all the information on her stuff. So I was like, honey, just go ahead and order your Kindle. And I was like, damn it, that's not even good enough. So I was like, went around even more. Then I went to a chocolate store and got her chocolate, which she only got like 1 or 2 pieces, and my son devoured the rest of them.
That's why he's up so damn late. He's on a sugar high from hell. He's like
way earlier today.
Yeah. Was it earlier today?
Yeah.
How many pieces did he get?
I think like 2, maybe 3. They were like Irish cream
big pieces.
Truffle. Yeah, they were pretty big. Like it was actually from a chocolate store, a chocolate factory.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like how, like the bigger the mass, obviously the more sugar that's packed in it.
Like he hadn't had that today or anything, man. It's just like Jesus. But like I ended up cooking my wife dinner tonight. I made I normally, she likes me making chicken Alfredo. I make chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
But tonight I made it a little bit different. I added she likes shrimp, so I added shrimp to it.
Nice.
So I made her chicken Alfredo and shrimp, which wasn't bad.
You're not a shrimp person?
No, I'm not. I am. I like fried shrimp, but I'm a fat Texan, so I like anything fried.
I haven't eaten any meat in like 2 months. I'm trying to cut off the meat for a while, just see if that helps out.
Yeah.
But I do love steak, man, and I love catfish. I had catfish the other day, and like the guy at work, I told him I'm not eating meat, and he said catfish don't count, and I was like, that's good enough for me, because he says fish don't count as meat. So I'm like, well, fuck it.
It's still meat.
Well, whatever. Anyway, my point was I tried to eat it.
As a vegan or any other actual vegetarians, they will tell you fish is meat.
Yeah. And but anyway, so I had the catfish piece, and my daughter was here. I took a bite of it. She had chicken legs and fries, right? And she looks over at me, sees what I'm eating, takes a bite of mine. I get up to turn the volume down on the TV or do something with the TV. I turn back around, and she's got the whole piece in her hand, just double fisted and like shoving it in her mouth, just chomping away. I'm like, all right, well then I guess I'll go get my salad. So I had a bite of deep fried catfish. It was good.
Fried catfish.
But I'm not gonna take it from my daughter though. So.
Anyways, all right. So that was weak. You had your birthday. You had a good birthday though.
Yeah, I went out to dinner with some family at a pretty good place called El Abuelo. It's right next to BJ's over there off Hewlin Street at the mall. The Hewlin Mall. It's really good.
Gabriel's birthday was this week too.
Huh?
Gabriel's birthday was this week too.
Happy birthday, Gabriel.
So yeah, both of y'all's birthday was this week. I'm a horrible friend. I forgot both of y'all's birthday. So
not only did you forget my birthday, you didn't invite me to your wedding. I'll never let that down.
Okay.
That's a little stinger to my heart. Every time I'm like there's a wedding scene, I'm like, you know, it would have been fun.
I'm a horrible friend. I am. I admit that. I came to terms with it, and I'm all right.
You're better than you think. But,
see.
what are you talking about? Wrestling?
Yeah, we're doing it.
Man, I still stand by. I look forward to listening to I Can't Believe You're Friends more than I've been looking forward to watching wrestling. These past, 2-3 weeks have been awful for the most part.
Oh, yeah. It hasn't been that great at all.
Yeah. And, I actually look forward to listening to the podcast because this is hey.
Yeah, we didn't do a podcast this week because my sorry ass couldn't fucking speak Saturday. I don't know if we're doing a show next week because shit's busy next week. So it
2 week hiatus. Take a little break and come
it
back
might be
fully
a while before we
recharged.
do it again. We need to get back to it, but fucking life comes first, family first, and shit.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
the show's still there. See, Jason's up and he's like wants to mess with things. Stop, Jason. I have to get his YouTube kid started up. Y'all get this for free.
He is adorable though.
Yeah, you're not dealing with it.
I
All
have
right.
You should see Tony running around crazy,
He's
snakes.
He's fake coughing right now.
Oh,
Apparently,
maybe
he
he's
ran
tired.
out. He ran out the door this morning down the alley because he wanted to go swimming, in which I have a kids pool for me out there already that's already filled up. And
He's an adventurer.
Apparently, he's been very adventurous today.
You know what? Get him a little Indiana Jones hat and a little bullwhip and let him figure it out.
All right,
And a little jacket.
let's go over Backlash first. All right.
Best match
Nothing
Raw than
fucking
Miz
happened.
match.
The end. That's Backlash for you, 2018. Nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, at all. At all.
All the storylines are still going on. I don't think anything really changed, really. The best match was
By
probably
far.
Seth Rollins and The Miz. Probably the best
Miz
match.
has been killing it lately, match-wise and promo-wise. He's had the best matches, like, in a row consecutively for a while now. Or been part of the best matches.
But that's how I'm going to leave Backlash. Nothing fucking happened.
Nope. That was terrible.
So let's go ahead and get it to Raw. Raw had a pretty decent segment. They were setting up for Money in the Bank, which they're actually building up a story for Money in the Bank this year.
Woo!
And it's going to be a cross promotion because they're doing cross promotion this year, co-branded. So I think it's 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown, and one
NXT.
one
205.
random, right? There's 7 people in the ladder match, right? Money in the Bank ladder matches.
I thought there was 6. There might
Maybe
be 7.
6. I don't know. I for some reason I'm thinking 7. Anyways,
6.
so we had the first. Kurt Angle comes out, talks about it. Braun Strowman came out saying he deserves a title shot, and Kevin Owens was like, "Nay, good sir, I have the title shot." And so that led it to the first entry elimination match for the title shot, which was Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens, which was a pretty good match. Kevin Owens held his own. Braun didn't completely destroy him, so I'm glad. I'm not upset with the match. I thought they
it
were
was
kind of
actually surprising how much Braun sold for Kevin in a one-on-one match.
Yeah. Which that did make. I was kind of happy because he didn't bury Kevin Owens. They've been kind of putting him like he needed Sami Zayn. Even though he lost, he looked like he was holding his own. It was kind of like a return to the old Kevin Owens.
Yeah. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 the first time.
Are you counting Money in the Bank?
Yeah, it's average of 6. It seems to be.
Okay, so 6. For some reason, I have 7 in my head. But anyways, the next one. Now we're. Yay. Go.
All right, so the next we had Sasha Banks and Miss Ember Moon, and it's actually had a little bit of storyline progression because Sasha and Bayley had this weird feud where they're kind of like frenemies, and captivated and bored in equal measure, pretty much. So that kind of finally got started. Members like Ruby Riott ran down and all that. Figured it'd be a no DQ or something, but no, Ember Moon pretty much pulled it out. But it was just Bayley and Sasha Banks kind kind of rekindled their feud in that match. Helped Ember win it, and Ember took advantage to win it.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much it on that match. I don't know. What'd you think about it?
Dude, I can barely remember that match.
I can barely remember any of this stuff. I'm looking at the list. I'm like, that happened. But I do remember the Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge that Seth Rollins had, but Mojo Rawley came out, and I know they want to push Mojo in some sense or get him out there, but that was
Mojo has something there for him, but at the same time, it's Mojo Rawley.
That's just a win.
I know they're trying to kind of repackage him, but he needs different music. He needs a different look, you know. He needs to be completely repackaged because every time I see him as the hype bro.
Yeah, and his talking really isn't all that bad.
No, it's not.
So I mean, he has potential to be a little bit of a better hand, I guess you want to call it that way. But yeah, and then the Bobby Lashley being toughened up by his sister's interview was.
I'm just like, oh, you're making me. Oh, I don't care about Bobby Lashley now.
I still like him in the ring. I just don't like that promo. I'll forget it if he starts doing good ones.
Yeah, this one was bad.
But it seemed like they were trying to get the women movement behind him a little bit. Try to get the women to something to cheer for because, you know, they got the women empowerment going on right now, which I'm all for. For women being empowered and stuff and feeling empowered. But he did.
Just kidding.
What are you doing around that kitchen? No.
Watch gonna kill me.
And then it was like another one. Jinder Mahal defeats Chad Gable. That was I don't care about that. And then you had another squash match. In the sense when you had, well, what'd you think about Mahal and Gable?
Mahal and Gable.
You remember that one at all?
No, I really don't. And I watched this.
Yeah, I don't recall it at all either.
I'm just because I already saw this match once, but I know Mahal went over this time. And, you know, I'm just like, oh, so they're building this feud more. Okay.
Well, give them both something to do. I wouldn't be surprised if Mojo Rawley works his way into that little feud. We had Ziggler and McIntyre defeat Rhino and Slater, which was a given. Yeah. But they are the truth. They are real. And since I did do itineraries, I'm reading from cage side seats, so a lot of this, like if I try to buy Brigade 17, I know, like I guess I can't put his real name, but whoever that is, I'm reading his recaps since I do the. If I say anything that you might have heard off there, it's just because I'm.
Oh, you can just tell the matches and the verse. We can go up from there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just. Bobby Roode defeated Elias, but anyway, back to Ziggler and McIntyre. They are badass.
Yeah, they are. Yes.
They're going to take the title from.
Yeah. Eater of Worlds.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Them or AOP, one of the two.
Or unless they go after single championships.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they go after first target. Well, never mind. They're already attacking tag team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's their new deal. Yeah, but you know that's not gonna last long because Vince at one point had Drew McIntyre handpicked as the next big guy. So, and he's still only 32 years old. He's still the same age as Roman, if not maybe a little bit younger, maybe just a hair older. But the way he looks now compared to his look back then, his body's bigger, stronger.
Jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked way more now compared to then. So maybe Vince will see him. Maybe he's been seeing him and like, you know what? This is our guy. So maybe he'll have that.
He's great.
Yep. He's going to get over, damn it.
We're going to rub oil all over his body.
Get him in the ring. Where's Doink? Doink, go out there and do a job. Yeah, that'd be funny. Then we had Bobby Roode defeat Elias.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
still they're building up for. I, there's no stakes. It's a rival, but really, eh, there's really no stakes. There's like no maybe a number one contendership for something. Hopefully, but really, it doesn't feel like any stakes is involved with this beef with each other.
Yeah, it doesn't. And then the main event and unspectacular show, a very forgettable show if you can't tell from our recap. The Little Worlds defeat the Miztourage.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know what? They need a break. They need to have a broken Bo and a broken Curtis.
It went. I would not be surprised.
You know, it'd be funny if you throw them in the lake of reincarnation and they come back as a Chop Squad. They come back as all these different bows. Bo leave. Curtis Axel was pretty. No, he'd have to go back to McGillicuddy, and then then he'd have to jump to. Well, actually, he was pretty cool whenever he was the Paul Heyman type guy, but you know they didn't really use him as well.
Oh, Curtis Axel. Yeah.
Yeah, when he was Intercontinental, I still think like it just makes me sad seeing him because I think of his dad.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, I think of Mr. Perfect, and Mr. Perfect is one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the whole Raw show. So I give that about a D plus.
Yeah. I can't even give it a C. I'm normally the one who's linear.
Yeah, you are the lenient one.
This is a D minus.
Whoa.
Yeah,
You went
it wasn't
almost
a great
F.
show at all, dude. I had a hard time following the show, and nothing really kind of stuck to me for memory's sake. The only thing that really kind of like, oh yeah, I enjoyed that was the very first match, and after that it was downhill.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go to SmackDown. What we have? Miz and Jeff Hardy qualifying match. They had a little thing showing about Miz winning the title. He said I think he's like talking about the promo making that prestigious again. Whatever. Against Jeff Hardy. Miz beats Jeff cleanly in this match. What you think about that?
Yeah. I fucking love the Jeff Hardy versus the Miz match. Like I said, Miz had the best, like, even coming off of, okay, so look how tired they were during the Dubai and then the Raw after and SmackDown after. And then go to Backlash right after, right? And then come from Backlash to go right into this. Yeah. Miz has had the best match on SmackDown this week. He had the best match at Backlash. Yeah. He was part of, I would consider probably the better match, one of the better I don't know. The bio was but that was a pretty good match, the ladder match that they were all in.
He's really hitting his stride right now, man.
Huh? Oh, yeah. So, I mean, he's just a beast right now. So, I just love this match. And all the false finishes. And I love the finish where he fucking rolled him up off the Swanton.
You know what? I kind of hope Miz wins the Money in the Bank. I think he'd be a great holder. I think it'd be great to see him take it off AJ Styles, have a few AJ Styles.
Could you imagine his fucking promos and how much he would be in love with that?
Yeah.
Like,
anytime.
He deserved it.
He would win the title, then carry that feud into probably
SummerSlam. Huh?
Win the title and carry it, then to go into the feud with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has to chase for the title and also have the feud with that.
Yeah, that's what I like. Actually, when you said the Daniel Bryan chasing the Miz, I was in love with that idea. And then if you put the Miz with the Money in the Bank, yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I don't know, but does it seem to you that the crowd is kind of in certain cities is lukewarm on Daniel Bryan. It's like I feel like his big pops are like his pops are not as big as they were.
I think it's because he's on SmackDown. Honestly, I think he'd be a bigger pop if he was on Raw.
He was having huge pops on SmackDown, but yeah, he'd have a huge pop on Raw, like before his injury, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was when he was on SmackDown, he was getting huge pops back in the day. But SmackDown's a better show, so I don't know why the crowd seems a little less live on SmackDown than it does on Raw.
Yeah. Charlotte Flair beats Peyton Royce of Icons. Charlotte Flair goes into the ladder match, Money in the Bank. She's probably the odds-on favorite to win that. Is Charlotte Flair, because you know
Yeah.
they give her the title. She's going to be like the first women's 16-time women's championship champion.
Oh yeah, before like her first 5-year run is completed. Charlotte Flair, 32-time champion. God damn, Charlotte. I'm 29. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. No, just fine.
But all right, we got Xavier Woods against Cesaro.
No, yeah, Cesaro, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right. That was a funny little backstage thing they had.
Oh, all their backpacks had pancakes in it.
Yeah, it's like maybe you wouldn't. At first, it was like Cesaro was like, "Well, I'm just saying, it wouldn't have been so easy if he was facing me." Yada yada, and then
he had that big bag of Lucky Charms. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, yeah. I hate pancakes. I was like, "Why do you hate pancakes, Sheamus? What have they done to you?"
Those pancakes look delicious.
I see. Here's the deal. I'm not a pancake fan. I much prefer waffles. I'm a waffle guy.
I'm not really a waffle or pancake guy. I'm a syrup guy. I like
Okay, so you just give the bottle of syrup and James is good to go.
That's right. I'll drink that bitch.
And you wonder why your kid is up until 11 because all the sugar he ate. He watched his dad drink syrup.
Right.
Yeah. James was like, "You want pancakes or you want some waffles?" Like, I'll just take the syrup and I'll just grab. Like, what?
Oh, that reminds me. I want to go to Denny's and go for the Star Wars food thing they have going on.
I'm not giving any money to anything related to Star Wars ever again. They can fuck off.
You can eat a dick.
Oh, well. If it's cooked to the proper...
Nope, I'm just giving it to you raw, baby.
I'm gonna bite that motherfucker off. It's fucking... I'll be like Andy Dufresne from... I just thought of the fucking name. I could finally think of a character's name, but then I forget the name of them. Shawshank Redemption, where the sisters like just tell me, "You better put this out." Huh? You've never seen that?
No, I've seen it.
Okay. You know the part where he's in the boiler room and they're like, "I'm gonna pull this out and you're gonna stick it in your mouth," and he's like, "If you don't, I'm gonna shove this blade in your skull." And he's like, "Well, the automatic brain thing would cause your jaw to clench down and biting it off, and then just beat his ass."
Yep.
That's gonna be you got to beat my ass because you ain't getting it in my mouth. What happened to Bryce? He man his manhood. I'd fuck out crying.
Speaking of beating it off, we have Mandy Rose and Becky Lynch. Mandy Rose actually went over on Becky Lynch. I can't remember if that was clean or not clean. Do you remember?
I'm about to check it out, but I'll tell you what. I think Becky is the prettiest of them, but Mandy Rose, man, they are so. This is the first time we actually have beautiful women who can actually wrestle. Last time it was just beautiful women that couldn't wrestle. I mean, we had Lita and Trish who could wrestle, but then you had all those, like, I don't know. I can't even think of their names because they weren't of importance. But we know there was a big, long, dry spell of just chicks that were out there to dress scantily clad.
Bellas.
Them too. But there was, like, a lot before them, like a whole bunch.
Michelle McCool.
Yeah, that's one. Oh, you're talking about Undertaker's wife. Now you're gonna get in trouble, boy.
I don't care. Fuck. She couldn't wrestle. She came back and she still couldn't wrestle. There goes my credentials.
Oh yeah, and they started chanting Undertaker. Undertaker. That was. No, I can't. I don't know if it's hold on. Yeah, no, it's just a pretty much you just one clean, by the way, I guess.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that,
So
remember the little? Did you catch a little backstage segment with ex Absolution with Paige? Paige like, I told you, baby girls, Absolution's dead. Baby girls, I can't. Oh my God, Paige. I just rip off my ears when I hear her talk. I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, Paige.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going. My daughter's mother reminds me of Paige, and every time I see her, I get sick.
You're gonna have a whole bunch of people be like, "Hey, she's single." I'm just saying,
God.
you don't want to compare anybody that you have relations or know of that's to a wrestling female chick, because you have all kinds of sweaty gym, sweaty basement hogs.
Dude,
Sitting there thinking, James has Paige. Jimmy had Paige.
I don't have no contact with my baby mama. I had the baby, but I don't have the mama.
Oh yeah.
So if y'all can find
I'll tell you
her,
what I really liked
got some
though was
papers
the
for you to deliver for me.
was the Nakamura backstage segment.
The Nakamura.
With Renee Young.
Yeah.
That's great again.
I forgot to speak English. Well, before
Okay, well, before you forget to speak again, what's your blah 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 and AJ Styles? That shit was great.
Yeah. We got Rusev defeating Daniel Bryan on this one. And
the crowd was actually cheering Rusev Day a whole bunch. There was a whole bunch of pop for this one. So I was that's what made me kind of be like, wow, maybe Daniel Bryan's not as over as I thought he was when
he's over, dude. But
huh?
But Rusev Day is over, dude. Like, I think Rusev he deserves the time.
Oh, he does. He's like that Bray Wyatt guy who deserved the title, but hopefully, Bray gets it back at some point way later and holds it longer than a fucking month. But hopefully Rusev holds it for over a month when he finally gets his shot.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. I guess I personally presumed that Daniel Bryan's overness was like so monumental that it would overshadow everybody when he came back.
Yeah.
But I guess it really hasn't. You figured it'd be like, as soon as he walked out of the arena, it'd be seen on TV like, ah! From all the crying and fucking shit there was from his retirement. You're like, holy shit, everybody's like fucking looking like their mom just died.
My son just bam majoring me and came up and started hitting me. Jesus.
You can be sitting on the crapper next and he's gonna run in, pop, 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 pop.
Oh, he's gonna be going flying through something. Yeah. If he comes check me in the bathroom, I want to shit on his chest.
You gonna?
Oh shit! Check me here. You want to be in the bathroom? All right. People are like, you can't do that. He's a baby. That's just wrong.
You know what's awesome? My daughter, like, ever since every time I go to the restroom, I have to like do number 2 or take a shit, sit down. I have a little training potty. I make her sit on there, and sometimes she would pee. She hasn't pooped yet for me, like besides that once. But the last time she was here, she actually took her own diaper off and went and sat down and peed.
Yeah.
I was so proud. But she only did it that one time. The rest of the time, I'd look at it, after an hour or two, her diaper would be piss-filled. I'm like, you can't do it any other time? What's so special about that first time?
You made a big deal about the first time. Then this time, no.
She's like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. Maybe I feel like it. Maybe I don't. Go ahead and sits down, pees. She's like, it's just so much more convenient to do it in my pants. I don't have to go sit down over there. I might get the pins just to keep myself doing that.
Keep yourself working. I'm pretty sure your employers will love that. Employers will love everybody working, man. No more bathroom breaks.
Man,
My ass is chapped.
Okay, check this out. Last week I was working like 12 to 10, 3 to no, yeah, 12 to 10, 3 to 10, 12 to 10 off, 11 to 11, and then 12 to 10. This week I worked even more hours. I worked 11 to 11, 11 to 10, 11 to 10, 11 to 10, off, 11 to 11, 10 to 10. So that's 57 hours. So I'm gonna end up with like 111 hours this week. I end up with 107. After last week, I was like, "There's no fucking way possible I could end up with any more fucking hours."
Oh, nope.
I fucking did. I was like, "God damn, 4 hours? How the fuck?" And I know the store opens at 8. I'm just waiting to get fired for judo chopping somebody. As soon as they're like, "Hey, you want to come in at 8?" Like, all right, bitch, we're fighting. I got called an asshole today on drive-thru because I'm irritated because I'm up there all the goddamn time and I'm fucking feet hurt. So
I'm supposed to be home.
yeah, I want to play a game. Damn it, I want to sleep.
No,
I want to watch ass shaking videos. I haven't got to do anything. But the fucking motherfuckers are sitting in drive-thru. They say and everybody hears, so I didn't get in trouble. So thank God. But they're like, I want 2 number 2s. I'm like, all right, figure everything out. I'm like, all right, you wanted this and this. They're like, no, I didn't say that. And they're like, ma'am, you said you wanted this and then this. And they're like, no. And I look over like, hey, my hands up. They're like, just all right. They're like, all right, ma'am, all right, we can start again. She's like, you know what? Just forget it. The other part one. I'm like, all right. And then she goes, you know what? You're an asshole. Drove off on me. Went by me, flipped me off as she was leaving. I'm like, hey, I make $1,000 a week for this bullshit. I don't care. Fucking flip me off. Whatever. I was so upset because I'm so tired, but then I was like, that fucking money is fat. I don't care. Flip me off. Whatever. I'm gone. I'm going back to mopping. Give me a mop and a fucking cigarette.
So let's go to 205. God, just like I remember working fast food. My wife worked fast food. Just working in food establishments. Man, people are fucking assholes.
Yeah, and the
they
one
get pissed
thing.
off. It's like, man, you get pissed off. Man, like I understand shit happens or it gets messed up. You just go out to it like, hey, this is not what I wanted. Can you fix it? Sure enough, when you working there, they normally will fix it.
This was during the fucking drive-thru. She's trying to make her order. I'm repeating the shit back, and she ordered it wrong.
Exactly how they want it said. I want a 2-piece. And one thigh, one leg. So you go 1 thigh, 1 leg. No, I said a 2-piece, 1 thigh, 1 leg. They will get pissed off until you say, so you want a 2-piece, 1 thigh, 1 leg. You can't go 1 thigh, 1 leg.
Yeah, but I'm just happy that like I thought I would be done with fast food or working any fast food, but then when the money was like, I swear to God, I've never seen this kind of money for doing something this easy all day. I mean, it's busy, my feet hurt and shit, but they're kind of like, not to be braggadocious, knock on wood, because I don't want to lose it, but I mean, I'm just flabbergasted. I don't have any time to myself. I'm irritated, but. And I don't even get to spend the fucking money but 1 day a week. So I got like a bunch of cash just sitting in the drawer. I'm like, I'd be broke right now if I could get the half-price books.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about 205, man. 205 is looking like more and more. They were kind of talking about a tag team championship for the cruiserweights on 205 during the match at Grand Metalik and Los Dorado versus Brian Kendrick and gentleman Jack Gallagher. Wow, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
But, so I think they're probably going to be adding a tag team championship here soon. Lance Dorado and Grand Metalik beat the Kendrick Club. I want to call them that. Sure, that sounds good. So Lucha House Party beat the Kendrick Club. like they're pretty much on a hot streak as a tag team. I don't know what other tag teams they're going to put them with, but let's just move on to the next one. We got Tony Nese versus Jobber Keith Clayball. Tony Nese went over in dominant fashions. He went back. Like last week, he wasn't all show off, or the week before, he wasn't really show offy. He went in there to whoop some ass, and this time he went back out to do his show off. It's kind of like, dude, I liked it like a week or two ago, Tony Nese. This week is back to the show off again. I want to see you really have that mean streak in you that I saw.
Yeah.
Then I had a little promo with Mustafa Ali with the train tracks, and I'm just kind of like video camera, cell phone footage. I was like, he's about to get hit by a train.
Let me ask you a quick question about 205. If they add a tag team title in there, is there enough 205 wrestlers to have a tag team division and a solo division without adding a shit ton more wrestlers?
They need more wrestlers.
On 205?
Yeah, but
in your estimation, how many do you want to add?
10.
10 wrestlers.
10.
Is that 5 tag teams, or
no?
Do you just 10 overall? Just
probably about
mix
2 to 3 more tag teams,
and then 4 to 6 individual wrestlers.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, and we talked about potential women's dish or women's secondary title or women's tag team titles, right, for the main shows. Do you think they're flooding the market with the wrestling program too much where they're going to burn out most of their fan base? Because we have NXT, 205, you start adding way more wrestlers and way more titles, and then it feels more like an obligation to watch shows for a casual fan. Because you're not going to have casual fans watching this stuff. This is all hardcore fans.
No. It's an obligation for us.
Well, I mean, not obligation, but like a true wrestling fan, they're gonna feel like, even if they have a podcast or not, or they're listening to podcasts, they're gonna feel like, I want to watch all this shit. If that's what they like, how at one point we were comic book nerds to where like we try to get, what I'm saying, everything of a certain run or character or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, it's just kind of like I thought about it. And I was like, how many wrestlers they gotta add? Are they gonna burn everybody out with all these shows?
I doubt it. If you're a wrestling fan, you're a wrestling fan. If you're not, you're not.
Yeah, but the WWE caters to their casual fan more than their hardcore fan.
Yeah. But really, all the casual normally watch is like Raw. They don't stick to one show.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that is true.
It's not really burning anybody out. Like, I'd rather be watching SmackDown and like NXT and 205. Those my kind of shows.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch SmackDown and NXT than leave Raw by the wayside. Because there's only like 3 or 4.
But they're not doing a good job on story, and the matches aren't carrying me so far. And they got great talent to be on Raw. But let's go real quick. Back on that, Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali. Buddy Murphy beat Mustafa Ali. Buddy Murphy is like this fucking monster having trouble staying in weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he really does look. There's no way in hell Buddy Murphy weighs 205. That motherfucker weighs at least 235, 240.
Okay, favored you're making him weigh like 205.
Yeah. I'm compared to everybody else. I'm like, no way in hell. No way in hell. Like,
I'm 180. Bigger. I can be on 205.
Yeah, he's bigger, stronger. He's a monster compared to these cruiserweights.
According to Google, he's 207. I guess that's the kayfabe wise.
That's what they're saying he weighs. Yeah, he's 207 and he drops down to 205.
His build weight, according to Wikipedia, is 201.
No way.
That's but that's Wikipedia. Yeah, I can go in there. His build weight is crowns and the letter W.
Yeah, like Tony Nese, I could see being 205 because he's short. You know,
Yeah.
like Tony Nese is jacked, but he's short. He's like 5'4", 5'5". You know. And,
Yeah, he is pretty short, like a compact little fucking.
Yeah, like Neville.
Yeah.
Neville was jacked, but he was short. But Buddy Murphy is. How tall is Buddy Murphy? What, 6'1", 6 foot?
I think it was 5'11".
5'11".
Yep.
Yeah.
Inch under 6.
So, yeah, he there's no way he weighs that much.
Yeah. Oh, he is a shit brick house though.
Yeah. All right, let's go to 205. We have Ricochet coming out, claiming that he's going to take the title. Then Velveteen Dream came out and saying the back of the line starts with him. And when somebody says that, when I hear that line, I'm like, so you're at the ass end of the line, so I need to get behind you because you're so far back. I need to get behind. I never get that saying.
Yeah, that's true. I never get that saying either. I was trying to look up what Buddy Murphy's real weight was, and it's conflicting the 201 to the NXT, whatever the story 207 to.
They probably got that covered up pretty well.
Damn Vince and his ever fucking expanding resources to cover up Buddy Murphy's weight. Can you imagine? And you're like him sitting there in like a board meeting. What's our next expenditures? First off, we need a black web. We need a black web the internet for Buddy Murphy's weight. So we're gonna spend about $100 million. Like Buddy Murphy's weight. Some dickhead's gonna want to know his real weight. So we need to make sure that's out of there.
Big Cass's. We need to take the Big Cass height and Buddy Murphy's weight. Make Big Cass 7 foot. Buddy Murphy 207.
What is like
205?
Big Cass's real height? You think like 6'9" or something? 6'8"?
He said he's 6'9".
Okay, that's right. That was on the Stone Cold podcast,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 6'9".
You're still
I'm 7 foot tall. You're like not even. Oh, that's 3 inches. I mean, it's closer to 7 foot than it isn't. But I mean, that's Vince for you.
Yeah. You should say Braun Strowman is like 7'4".
Yeah, that's like making Yokozuna Japanese when he's from fucking.
Right.
Fucking.
So, what are you talking about? The Ricochet. You didn't even watch it, did you? To NXT, or did you?
No, not this
okay.
one. No.
So yeah, we had a call out, and I think like next week we had the Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream, which is going to be a good match. I like both of them. EC3 defeats Rule Martinos Mendez. I'm slaughtering Hispanic names. Forgive me. EC3 goes over.
Yeah.
You know, they're pushing this guy.
I like EC3. I like Prince Puma. I don't like Ricochet.
I'm liking Ricochet more and more. We have Dakota Kai versus Vanessa Bourne. Dakota Kai, I was really fucking impressed with her. Like, this is the first match I actually got to watch of hers.
Mm-hmm.
Really fucking impressed. I hate the whole angle that she's scared of Shayna Baszler. But, you know, like, the whole reason is, like, Vanessa Bourne, the match happened because Vanessa Bourne thought she could do what Shayna Baszler been doing to Dakota Kai, just pull her around.
Mm-hmm.
But Dakota Kai, like, she's a striker. She does all these kicks and stuff like that. And it's really impressive. Just fast moving, all over the ring. Just impressive.
I'm listening. Yeah, and she's she's not if I'm remembering off the top of my head what she looks like. She's not like a Shannon Baszler build, stocky kind of way, right?
No,
she's kind of skinnier.
She's petite, dude.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's petite, real skinny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture her in my head again. She's got like a female. Takashi from back in the day. Not
Honestly,
Takashi.
the way I get the
Takashi
feel of Dakota Kai, she reminds
Tanaka.
she reminds me of Bailey in a way, but honestly, a better wrestler than Bailey or better striker. I really can't. I enjoy watching her over Bailey.
Bailey does a lot of things in the ring that look so that just bring you out of the real. Like if you're trying to if you're trying to make the match look realistic, Bailey has so many spots where they're trying to do a transition or something like that, or like someone else supposed to go on the offensive, and it just looks real awkward. Like especially in the corner stuff. I don't like Bailey doing anything in the corner of the rings.
But Dakota Kai looks like a polished Bailey. But Dakota Kai, I think, been doing this longer than Bailey. Like she's been in the developmental program for a really long time. But like I said before, like I just started really watching NXT. I used to watch the pay-per-views and stuff, the takeovers, but I didn't really watch NXT. But now I'm actually really getting into it, which kind of makes me want to watch other stuff. But there's only so much fucking time that I have.
Oh yeah, I've lost so much time that I had. So it's.
Then we have War Raiders versus Heavy Machinery, which this was ineligible. War Raiders gone over Heavy Machinery. It really almost seemed like a squash match. It really wasn't a hard match. Like I was expecting hard hitting, heavy, going at it, just two brute tag teams. But War Raiders just kind of took over that match.
I like the War Raiders. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of that name.
Yeah. Tommaso Ciampa and Cassius Ohno. Ciampa beats Ohno on this one. Then after the fact, do more insult to injury. I can't remember exactly what he did. I know he took off his knee brace, and I think he either choked Cassius with his knee brace or attacked him. I can't remember. But it was an okay match. Don't think that was my favorite match of the night. I think my favorite match of the night was Vanessa Bourne versus Dakota Kai. Oh yeah, in that match, Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler did come out at the end of the match and stared down Dakota Kai and chased her chased her around, and Shayna Baszler just kind of bullied her. Then at the end of it, you see, like she was kind of doing an interview, and there was Dakota Kai, and in her kind of this little raptor-looking thing is Nikki Cross laughing at her. I was like, oh shit.
I love Nikki Cross. She's amazing.
Yeah, I really like Nikki Cross. But that was NXT. That's pretty much it for this week, man. We kind of summed it up pretty quickly. Really kind of lackluster this week. Kind of busy, kind of sick. Birthdays, Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day. Just kids.
Yeah.
Cause what's crazy is I get off so late. I get up. I go to work, get off late. I'm there all day, and I get my daughter the 2 days I'm off. But they bring her like as I get off work Wednesday night. So it's like you'd figure. Sometimes I'd get a chance to come home, shower, relax, wake up, sleep in a little bit. Not a chance. But I'll tell you this though, that's an extra day I get with my daughter, extra night, because she gets all energized when she knows she's coming to see her daddy. So she wakes up, she's happy. Whenever I get to the car and I see her, and I give her hugs and shit, and she gets all bright and happy, that just makes my day. But it sucks because when I go, like I'll go out there when she pulls up, I'll go out there and I'll talk to her for a little bit, give her a hug, and then I'll go back inside. And they tell me, like, you can't do that because she starts bawling her eyes out every time you leave. And I'm like, yeah, but, so.
It's my daughter, and you can't make me do it.
Well, I feel bad because I make her cry by leaving, so I shouldn't really go out there and see her until it's ready to go. If I'm ready to get off work. But I just can't help but going out there and see her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big softie for that little girl.
All right, that's it for this week's episode of Three Ropes, Four Corners podcast. Check us out everywhere you can find podcasts on YouTube under Scattermine Central, Scattermine Central or Scattermine CST on YouTube. Podbeam, Stitcher,
iHeartRadio,
iTunes. Still need to get Spotify, but anywhere you can find podcasts, you can find us. Until next week.
I was gonna say we'll be there on the bench, sitting there smiling in our trench coats at you, offering you candy.
That's it for this week. Thanks for all the fish.